Local 4 News starts now with a severe weather alert.
All right, so we've got a dose of winter weather that is getting ready to hit the metro Detroit area. Here at noon, the local forecasters have declared a severe winter weather alert to make sure that everyone is prepared. I'm in the Weather Center now with meteorologist Brandon Rue. We're not just talking winter weather, we're also talking some rain and some flooding. And
unusual for the middle of January that we're talking about a storm that its primary threat will be heavy rain.
Wow.
And unfortunately, the ground this time of year hasn't been super cold, but it is not willing to absorb the amount of water that's coming. So that water is just looking for a place to go. It'll run off into your basements. The streets likely going to be flooding, but just know that today is at best sort of the appetizer. We have more activity late tonight, overnight. So right now we're on the northern edge of a system bringing quite a bit of rain to Indiana, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Some of it is trending in our direction, so we get little bits of moisture fueling the clouds out there. Low clouds are leaking some spit and drizzle. As you can see here, the clouds are pretty low. We're looking from Windsor to downtown at 47 degrees at Detroit. We expect these winds out of the southwest to start picking up, and that could create some lakeshore flood issues. The north shores of Lake St. Clair, you know who you are. Watch out there. Right now the winds aren't too bad, and we should get into the 50s eventually, but during most of the afternoon with these low clouds, a little drizzle or a scattered light rain shower, we probably struggle to hit the low 50s, but at some point late afternoon into the evening we will. And then late tonight, flood watch goes into effect, a winter storm watch for snow and ice concerns. Again, a lot of this after midnight. We'll track it for you, give you more details coming up. But if you're heading out the door, you need the local forecasters app, interactive radar that you can move all over the place, know what's coming, where you are going. Detailed information, traffic information, it's all right there, free in your app store. Just search WDIV.
Eddie, Brandon, thank you. Right now we want to get to some news that is breaking. In Centerline, investigators there with the Centerline Police Department are in the middle of a homicide investigation that all happened late last night. We're told a man walked into the Centerline Police Department, and our Sean Lay is there gathering more information for us. He joins us now live with more. Sean?
Good afternoon, Everett. Investigators, they've been up all night long. They're still looking into this, but here's what we're learning at this noon hour. Look across 10 Mile Road here. You see that maroon building, kind of kitty corner from here? That's the public safety building. A man walked into that building around 11 last night, then led investigators to this apartment that you see behind me. They walked upstairs. They found the man's girlfriend dead in a bathtub, and as soon as the discovery was made, listen very closely to exactly what that man did. It happened at 11 last night. A man walks right into the Centerline Police Department. Public Safety Director Paul Myzinski tells us that man had an odd request for officers.
Around 11 o'clock last night, a gentleman comes into the station, a 68-year-old male comes into the station and requests that our officers do what's called a welfare check on his girlfriend's apartment. And when he starts being questioned, he lives with her.
The 68-year-old comes from the apartment he shares with his 68-year-old girlfriend, asking for a welfare check. And that's when the information from the man simply stopped.
But he's not answering any other questions. He's not, when the officers are asking questions like, why do you want us? Do you think there's a problem? He's not answering any questions with us.
Police go with that man from the department right across 10 Mile to the apartment building on the other side of the street. That's where a shocking discovery was made.
He unlocks the door, we go in to look for her, and as one of the officers goes checks, they find her deceased, fully clothed in a bathtub. The individual just turned his back to the officer, put his hands behind his back to be handcuffed, and that's where we're at right now.
Interesting nonverbal type admission from that man, apparently, according to police here, that as soon as the discovery was made, the man did not say a word, turned around and put his hands behind his back. He did not talk to investigators all night long. He's now in the Macomb County Jail. No charges as of yet as the investigators still look into this. In Everett, investigators noticed at least 2 stab wounds that the woman was suffered from. Autopsy scheduled for her a little later today, also here in Macomb County. Back to you.
Sean, this is all so bizarre. As far as those 2, what do police know about them?
You know, police, they agree with you. This is a bizarre circumstance. They do not know much at all about these two. Both are 68. Both were living here in an apartment for a number of years, but it's been very quiet here. No contact with either of them. And right now, investigators, they're hunting, searching for the woman's next of kin to let them know that something terrible has happened.
Oh, this is all very crazy. Sean, thank you for the update there. Even more breaking news at this noon hour. The Trump administration has announced a new wave of sanctions against Iran after this week's missile strikes on U.S. military bases in Iraq. The sanctions will target 8 senior Iranian officials involved in destabilizing activities in the Middle East. President Trump will also issue an executive order imposing sanctions on the Iranian textile, construction, manufacturing, and mining sectors. There will also be separate sanctions on the steel and iron sectors. In the meantime, Iran has denied allegations that one of its own missiles downed that plane that crashed just outside of Tehran. Now they're calling on the U.S. and Canada to share any information that they have on the crash, which, as you know, killed all 176 people on board. Richard Engel has more from Baghdad.
Iran insists it did not accidentally or intentionally shoot down a Ukrainian passenger plane with anti-aircraft weapons, as the country was on high alert, bracing for a possible American counterstrike hours after Iran fired missiles at bases in Iraq housing U.S. troops. An Iranian official called that claim illogical. A news organization close to the government called the charge psychological warfare by the CIA to distract from Iran's missile attack. But U.S. intelligence sources say satellite imagery and communications intercepts confirm Iran did shoot down the plane, likely by mistake. President Trump weighing in.
It was flying in a pretty rough neighborhood, and somebody could have made a mistake. Some people say it was mechanical. I personally don't think that's even a question, personally.
The Prime Minister of Canada, which had 63 citizens on board, going a step further.
We have intelligence from multiple sources, including our allies and our own intelligence. The evidence indicates that the plane was shot down by an Iranian surface-to-air missile.
Ukrainian Airlines Flight 752 left Tehran at 6:12 a.m., bound for Kiev. U.S. sources say 2 minutes later, 2 Russian-made missiles were fired at the plane. Seconds later, a mid-air explosion, the plane then crashing to the ground. This video, taken from the ground, appears to show the moment a missile impacted. Iran says it recovered 2 damaged black box recorders and will soon attempt to recover data from them. And that Iran invites Boeing and Ukrainian authorities to participate in the investigation.
An Iranian official said it could take a month to read the information on those damaged flight recorders and a year to complete the investigation. Richard Engel, NBC News, Baghdad.
All righty, Richard, thank you for that. Also, just into the Local 4 newsroom, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has told lawmakers that she will possibly send articles of impeachment to the Senate next week. Of course, we'll keep you posted on that. New this afternoon, the northbound lanes of I-75 are closed. This is in Genesee County after a void was created underneath the roadway by rushing water. MDOT says emergency repairs are underway right there at northbound I-75 and I-475. And now we have a Local 4 News update about that serial killing investigation on Detroit's east side. D'Angelo Martin was in court for just a few minutes earlier this morning. The court needs another psychological report before proceeding with a competency hearing. Martin faces charges of first-degree murder. He'll be in court sometime next month. And a major update is expected in the investigation of that green ooze on 696 in Madison Heights, as you could hear results of testing done on the property that's linked to the man who's behind or being tied to this big mess, Gary Sayers. Crews have been taking samples to determine if the ooze dumped and leaking is affecting the nearby soil or water. The owner of Electroplating Services, Gary Sayers, is currently in prison for 1 year. Investigators are also planning to check out another property that is linked to Sayers. This one is in Detroit's News Center area. The new jobs report is out, and there's some good news and there's also a bit of bad news. So we'll explain what that's all about. Plus, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle dropped a bombshell earlier this week, but the Queen is now saying, not so fast. New at noon, what Her Majesty has planned for the Duke and Duchess.